Hi everyone, today I'm here with a topic NFT pros and cons, what companies need to know. Actually, NFT is a part of artificial intelligence. Nowadays it's a most emerging technologies. Now let's check what all the things are coming under this. And telling about the blockchain technology. According to Merriam-Webster blockchain technology, it is an open distributed ledger that can record transactions between two parties of clientity and in a verifiable and permanent way, so that the transactions are agreed to by the participants in the blockchain when entered into the ledger, so that it will be divided into transactions cannot be changed, transactions are probably verified, and it ensures the permanency of the records. Anyway, a cryptocurrency, for example the Bitcoin or Ether, can be thought of as the digital measure of value that exists only on the blockchain, commonly referred to as a coin or a token. So now let's check the overview of the NFTs. NFT is mainly a non-fungible token. It's a unit of data stored on a blockchain that represents a unique item. So real world physical items or digital assets, or it may be either the unique either the unlike Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency, not mutually interchangeable, that is not fungible. So one Bitcoin is indistinguishable from any other Bitcoin and can be readily exchanged. So by contrast, an NFT is unique. It is a one-of-a-kind piece of code stored and protected on the blockchain. And also an NFT can represent anything that exists as or can be represented by a digital. So NFT representing ownership of a digital asset resides in a digital wallet. Very few restrictions as to what of content can be tokenized and turned into an NFT. So very few restrictions as to what kind of content can be tokenized and turned into an NFT. And what do you get? So while using the NFTs, let's check all the things we are getting, what are the profitable benefits that we can acquire or get from the NFTs. NFTs provide a way to authenticate ownership, permanency, blockchain, recorded provenance, and also what is the distinction between NFT and copies of underlying digital asset. It is possible to have more than one NFT representing different copies of an identical piece of digital art or image, but the code or token for each copy is unique. In that way, each owner of a NFT has a one-of-a-kind token for his or her copy of that piece of digital asset. And also, what are the rights? Let's check. There are some rights also associated with the NFT. This should be most commonly used in the digital marketing areas. So the code creating the NFT forms a smart contract. Creator can include any terms that are then captured on the blockchain. Most NFT contracts today are very simple. However, NFT code may also include the description of the NFT's features or trades financial terms, specific rights, example, IP rights in underlying asset. So nowadays there are some problems based on the copyrights, patent writing, etc. are facing. So there are some issues also in NFTs. The main issues are copyrights arise automatically when an original copyrightable work is fixed in a tangible medium of expression. The bundle of rights include the exclusive right to copy, distribute, prepare derivative works, perform in public, display in public, and also the copyrighted works include the following: literary works, musical works, including any accompanying works, dramatic works, including any accompanying music, pantomimes and choreographic works, pictorial, graphic, and sculptural works, motion pictures and other audiovisual works, sound recordings, architectural works. So that the copyrights do not protect any idea, procedure, process, system, method of operation, concept, principle, or discovery. And also the other issues that are faced in NFTs are, if anyone does any of the things within the exclusive rights of the copyright owner without permission from the owner, that is the definition of infringement. For knowledge and intention are not relevant to liability for infringement, but they are relevant to damages. Copyrights are governed exclusively by the federal law, specifically the US Copyright Act. And the other issues are copyright issues could be raised if NFT artwork depicts any existing work. The process would likely be deemed to involve making a copy, creating a derivative work, a distribution, and a public display or public performances of the underlying work. The underlying work could be any kind of artwork, music, video, a protected character, set and costume designs, and any other type of original expression, including a tattoo. The right of publicity prevents the unauthorized commercial use of an individual's name, likeness, or other recognizable assets of one's personnel. In the United States, the right of publicity is largely protected by state common or statutory law, and the specifications vary from state to state. Virtually all states that protect the right of publicity, however, include protection for the personal name and likeness. So telling about the ROP issues would be raised when an artwork depicts a real person or a character. Usually the law of the state in which the person is domiciled governs the right of publicity, but not always. And another issues is mainly faced by the NFTs are, for the artwork, the key defense is the First Amendment, which protects creative expressions by an artist. Art cases typically balance the ROP of the person depicted with the First Amendment rights of the creator. And also there are many different tests to determine right of publicity. That first one is that you need to check the appropriate test for your situation. Right of publicity laws vary from state to state. You need to review the relevant state laws. A trademark is a word, phrase, symbol, and or design that is used in commerce in connection with goods and services. Use of marks that are the same or substantially similar in connection with the same or highly related goods or services would typically be considered to create a likelihood of confusion and could thus be considered an infringing use of a mark. A famous brand is protected by dilution, which will protect that. And also, for example, a team logo showing on the uniform of an athlete or a character who is used as a brand in advertising also is an issue. And then moral rights coming rest of that is recently a Banksy work was burnt with an NFT recording the event. Query whether the memorializing and publicizing the destruction of artwork via NFT infringes the artist's moral rights. Next is NFTs as securities overview. Why be concerned about whether NFTs are treated as securities? Offerings would have to be registered under the Securities Act of 1983 or have an exemption. And the sellers of NFTs have liability to purchases under SEC Rule 10b-5 if they make any untrue statement of a material fact or omit to state a material fact necessary in order to make the statements made in the light of the circumstances under which they are made not misleading. Precedents. Prior enthusiasms or for crypto assets that would not be securitized, such as utility tokens, example right to use a product or service. So when is a crypto asset a security? When is an orange tree a security? Supreme Court decision in SEC Section B Howe in 1946. Existence of an investment contract in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profits to be derived from the efforts of others. And next, when telling about when is a crypto asset a security, getting into details, it's mainly used of the SEC framework for investment contract analysis of digital assets, and also the focus is not only on the digital asset itself but on the manner in which it is offered, sold or resold. And the reasonable exception of profits from the external market forces, and also it is the potential appreciation in the value of the digital asset emphasized in marketing or other promotional materials. So if you're doing something where you are saying I'm selling you this thing and I'm going to build this and I'm going to put a lot of effort into building something so that this thing that you are buying has a lot of value, that's going to raise the same kinds of questions that these ICOs have raised, and so you have got to be very careful when you do something. And the most evolving issues in NFT is NFT maintenance and smart contracts. Let's check it what all the things are coming under it. That is one of the main issues coming under in the NFT maintenance is the long-term accessibility and also the options for NFT data storage. And what all the things coming under the smart contracts are not true contractual terms and enforceability issues. Thank you.